Oh, yes. Hey, fucker. Fucking do. Oh, well, that's disgusting, but it's a spot. Shit. Stay there. Hi everyone, and welcome to another session of COVID Under the Stairs. I know it's been a while since I've been on, and honestly, I have no excuse. I've been drinking, and to actually come on and talk to everybody, I haven't seen the point. Nothing's changed. We are now on what? We're officially on year 5 of lockdown. So let me mark this off on my little calendar. Year 5. 5 years. This was only supposed to last a couple of months. And look what happened. If you don't know what happened, if you're somehow listening to this outside of the UK, then you know what, I'll reflect what has happened the last 5 years. So it started off coronavirus, COVID-19. Some dude in China ate a bat and screwed all the rest of us. We didn't take it seriously at all. We thought, it's in China, it's never going to come to us. And then it was in Italy, and everybody started to think, it's getting there. So people started to panic buy. People were buying toilet roll and all sorts of crap by the buttload. And not only that, they're overstocking and making it impossible for vulnerable people and elderly people to go out and get their own essentials. These hoarding bastards screwed a lot of those people up in the first couple of weeks of this. But yeah, so you had the panic buyers, and then you had the people that just didn't take it seriously at all. And honestly, that was the category I was in at the time. I was like, it's not going to come here. I'm not worried about it. Look at all these idiots stockpiling stuff. Honestly, I wish I was out there at the same time, just getting what I needed. Instead, when the shit did hit the fan, and we were told, right, lockdown's happening, we all went to the shops, and it was chaos. I'm pretty sure that's where the whole virus really struck. That's when we peaked. People weren't being safe, people weren't wearing gloves, people weren't wearing face masks, they weren't washing their hands. Anytime they got in the house, they were infecting their family and their friends. Yeah, it wasn't good. So, after that and things started to calm down, everybody was adhering to the social distancing laws and staying indoors and only going out for necessities. The only people that were allowed to really leave their house for any particular reason were key workers, people who were carers, the NHS, people who worked in takeaways somehow. Yeah, people, you know, like council workers and stuff, and care, like social workers and all. People who really needed to be out doing their job were still doing their job, so they're always being at risk, coming into more contact with people who could potentially have this virus. So, all's going well. All the deaths start to decrease, and there's no new cases. So what did the government do? They start opening things up again. They tell us, right, we're fine. Go to the bar, go to the park, go back to work. Just be safe, be alert, stay alert. I think that was what the motto was. You can still see flyers of that there hanging up around the shops and all today. It says shops. The closed shutter of a shop. It was after the first year when the spike hit again and we were told, like, that's it. Lockdown's inevitable again and we have no idea when this is going to stop. It's fine, everything sort of went back to how it was beforehand for a couple of months, but then violence became erratic. Domestic violence especially. People who were being locked up in houses together for too long, not having any outlet, were turning on each other. Men were beating their wives, wives were killing their husbands, children were being hurt for no fucking reason. It was hard times and it didn't get any easier after that. People started going to the shops carrying weapons. The government gave up on us. They said, that's it. You can't adhere to the rules we're putting down, so you know what? Have you ever seen the movie Escape from New York? Even Escape from LA, or that movie Doomsday, for instance? They section off a whole country, or a whole part of a country, and let them fend for themselves. That's what's happened here. 3 years in, and the walls went up, and nobody was allowed to enter, and nobody was allowed to leave. Yeah, we still had some sort of police, but that didn't last long. The paramilitaries thought they knew better, so they came in, and gang wars ensued with them for who should be in power. The police couldn't do anything to stop it, so they became a militia all of their own. Shop owners now have the right, well, they give themselves the right that if you try to steal anything in their shop, you're not going to leave their shop. There's no tourist attractions anymore. People go out for only the bare essentials, and they're packing some sort of weapon. Then they're home. Keep your head down, get home. Lock your doors. Don't make any noise. And try and survive the night. It is really a game of survival. One thing I'm glad is that the off licenses still seem to be working, and honestly, I don't know how many times I've resorted to potching and trying to brew my own beer, and it's disgusting. I wouldn't say I'm an alcoholic because I don't have enough booze to sustain that sort of addiction, but anytime I have some, I drink it. Because what else can you do? Sit here and wait for the next day, for the next threat to come across? I don't know. 2 years ago, there was an evac for women and children and the vulnerable. These evacs were raided by everybody. Men were pushing children and women out of the way just so they could try and be saved. My son was on one of those planes, one of those helicopters. I haven't seen him in 2 years now. I don't know where he is. I don't even know if he'll know who I am when he sees me again. I don't know if I'll ever get to see him again. That's why I'm still talking to people. And that's why I still want to try and get my voice out there and hear other people's voices. Because I know there's some of us out there who just want things to go back to normal and be safe again and be able to enjoy your neighbour rather than fear your neighbour. I don't know how many people I've seen die now. I've hurt plenty myself, loved ones included. Guess only time will tell. 5 years, like, that's a long time. But we're still surviving. We're still here 5 years later. Yeah, things are tough, and it's becoming worse and worse out there each day. But it will end. I hope. That's all we can do now is hope. Thanks for listening. If you just want to get in contact with me, you know how to. All the links are here on the page. I know it's hard to get internet access these days, and honestly, my computer's struggling as it is to try and even record this. So, if you're listening live, I hope you're doing okay. If you're listening when it's been pre-recorded, once it goes up on the website for after listening, then I hope you're doing safe. If you need anything, there are places to help you. Look for the signs. Thanks for listening. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys soon. I won't leave it as long this time. Cheers. Eric, out. Fuck's sake. $5 years. 5 fucking years. What the fuck was that? No, not tonight. I locked the doors. I locked the doors. Did I lock the door? Shit. Right. Done this before. Okay. So these are my fucking house.